I didn't come through a traditional ABA program. I trained at Behavior Analysis Inc. before you had to come out of a university. I think it was a real blessing in a sense because I wasn't conditioned to see the application of ABA just with special needs individuals, even though that was the example that was being used, right? So I came out, I was not surrounded by any behavior analysts at all. And so I was doing things like trial and error, and I was a slacker again. I wasn't doing research, I wasn't going to conferences, but I started to think, like a MMA coach, right? So I'm like, well, this is behavior, and they're trying to produce results. So let me kind of put this behavioral lens on when I'm working with my fighters. And I started to accelerate stuff, And that's the same thing with school. So I think when it came to like leadership, I'm like, it's the same thing. Leadership is still about behavior and results. Aubrey talks about the measure of a leader can be found in the behavior of the followers. I say that there's a 4 functional response class of leadership. I use leadership hats as a heuristic. I call it the leading hat, the training hat, the coaching hat, and the managing hat. The leading hat is an MO. It's about inspiring people, right? The training hat is making sure they have the knowledge and skills to be successful. The coaching hat is supporting the generalization of those skills into the natural environment, helping them to behave well enough and long enough that they produce outcomes, reinforcing outcomes. And then the managing hat is about maintenance of those behaviors, So I just overlaying the science on that stuff. So that's what was interesting to me.